Yeah, so let's see what is Google Colab and how we can run Jupyter Notebook files in Google Colab and how we can use Google Colab more efficiently. So the first question is, what is Google Colab? So the Google Colab is a free cloud-based Jupyter Notebook environment hosted by Google. It lets you to write and run the Python code directly into your web browser. And the good part is you don't need to do any setup in your local computer. And it also gives you a free access of powerful hardware like GPUs and TPUs. So basically, using Google Colab, you don't need to do any setup in your local computer and you can easily run Python code. And if you want to train any big models, you get also free access to powerful GPUs using which you can train your big models. The core features, so as I said, there is no setup needed. You don't need to install anything in your local system. It directly runs into your web browser and you just need a Google account and a stable internet to get started with Google Colab. Free hardware, so it gives you free access of GPUs and TPUs, and which can basically help us to speed up our task. If you want to try any heavy models or if you want to even try large language models, you can use this free GPU and TPUs to test those models. Another advantage is that whatever work you do in Google Colab, by default, it gets stored in your Google Drive automatically. So there is no loss of work or anything like that. Like if you want to resume a task, you can easily open that file in your Google Drive and you can resume that task. Another advantage is it is very easy to share. So if you want to share any Google Colab file, you just need to know the Gmail ID of that person and you can easily share that file with anyone. Common uses basically are obviously for machine learning. So if you want to train or test very large language models or large deep learning models, you can use the Google Colab free GPU and you can train those models easily. Data science related work, like for example, if you want to clean your data or analyze your data or do some visualization around your data, you can easily use Google Colab for that purpose. Another advantage is like it is very beginner friendly. So if you want to learn Python or if you want to execute some Python code, then you can easily use Google Colab without installing any like any system in your local.